off a couple. God damn, give me one more. So you saw the initial review of the Pure Integrity. If not, I'll link it up in the corner. So we got this thing now about 300 swing mark with 52s and 44s. This is the same bat you saw in the video. It's been breaking it in and getting it there. It's actually testing right at the 230 mark. So for the new standard, it is failing compression. And that's kind of what the intention was here, is kind of beat the crap out of it, see what it'll take, and then we'll see what this thing does when it performs and gets below that 230 mark. So I'm glad this really worked out. I actually wanted to get it to the 240 and hit it some more, but it's failing compression now, so we're just going to roll with it. Oh, come here. Big shot. Make sure I started that. Alright guys, so it's update time with the Pure Integrity 2, which is the 240 model for the Pure Integrities this year. Again, big thanks goes out to Ryan Johnson for sending this to us so we could check it out. I've had this thing for a minute now, just trying to get it broke in. He said he wanted the crap beat out of it, so we did our best at it. Got it failing compression so we could get back to the field here and see what it was going to be like once it did. Since some of the 240 bats failing compression is kind of uncharted territory for some of us. We're back on the old baseball field here that you guys are used to seeing. 320 down the lines, 350 in center, mixed bag of balls. And this 26 ounce did actually swing a little bit light. Some of the Pure stuff runs heavy like it has in years past, but this one actually swung a little bit on the lighter side of things. Not enough to go up an ounce, but for a 26 it swung pretty light. So if you're here for 350-foot show-stopping bombs, just click off the video now. 305 is about all you boy can muster with a light swinging 26. So we're just working on driving the ball, hitting some gap shots, and trying to suck a little bit less at softball. This bat did feature a full ounce of end load, and although the bat itself did swing light overall, the full ounce of end load was definitely there, and probably the main reason we were able to get some good drive behind some of these still. And the barrel feel in this was a little bit tighter than your traditional Integrity. It's a one-piece bat, so it's going to have a little bit more feedback than what a lot of people are used to anyway, but as true with most of the 240s, this one was still pretty stiff. Even after we got it feeling compression, it was still pretty stiff, but the barrel was definitely more usable in terms of the size of the sweet spot. The quick dab of rambling out of the way, let's head over to the labs. So on a scale, old girl comes in at 26.8 here. And this is a different bat from the one that you're seeing in the video here, but this is also an Integrity 2. I forgot to get the compression testing on this when it was new. So I took my new Integrity 2 that I had on hand and threw it in the tester, and it's like off the freaking charts. The compression on it did come down into about the 300s after 20 or 30 swings. So this is definitely just the initial stiffness of the bat, probably just how it's going to leave the factory. And once you get the outer layers of it loosened up after just a handful of swings, it'll test about 300 and then consistently drop from there. We've seen the same thing with the DeMarinis testing really high and then the compression coming down afterwards. And after we got done with our day of BP with this thing, we ended up with around 400 swings on it. And as you can see, it's testing at the 220 mark. No signs of slowing down as far as making you think it's going to crack. There's no bad rattles. It still feels like it could open up some more. For now, it's holding up well, even at 220. And then just getting a quick look up and down both sides of this thing. Pures have been known in the past to have some paint chipping issues with a lot of their one-piece stuff, and even some of their two-piece stuff as well. But there's really no paint issues to mention here. I didn't see but one little bitty spot of tracking, and I saw it one time. I couldn't find it again, so it obviously wasn't big enough to stand out. And there's still no paint chips or anything like that on the thing anywhere to be seen. With this stuff out of the way, let's head back to the field. I'm just like waving the bat at these. So if you know me at all, you know I have been a fan of the Pure Integrities for a couple of years now. So I'm sure it comes as no surprise that we're going to bang this one with a stamp of approval as well. And personally for me, this one ranks right up there with some of the better 240s that we have hit this year. Durability-wise, this did impress me. Yes, I know it is failing compression, but we threw some really hard stuff at this in some cooler temps and even in the warmer temps. This thing got hit with a lot of hard softballs to get it down to where it's at compression-wise. So if you're going to hit just a normal mix of classic M's and 52s, which is what I suggest for a lot of U-trip bats. Then this thing's to hold compression for a good while if you are somebody that needs to worry about something past compression. Now obviously it is good to see that we can hit bats and let them fail compression a little bit and still know that they're going to hit well. And so far this one hasn't broke, so that's a good sign as well if you just like to beat the crap out of one particular bat until it has nothing left to give you. I feel like you can't lose either way with the durability situation here with this one. That's all the BP Hero's got for this video, guys. Thanks for stopping in and checking it out. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. There's all kinds of good content coming. Turn on those notifications so your phone goes off when I post a video. Swing hard in case you hit it. Buy a stinking hat. And BP Hero will catch you next time.